Greetings, and here we are again with the global take with me, Ariel Cohen. The topic today is not the mess that is going on here in our nation's capital in Washington, D.C., but something far, far away in the Persian Gulf where an unprecedented reconciliation accord was signed between two major players in the Gulf, the regional power Saudi Arabia and the Emirate of Qatar. It happened at the Gulf Cooperation Council Summit, the 41st summit, taking place in the town of Al Uda. And what is fascinating about this is that the two countries, Qatar and Saudi Arabia, as well as the Saudi allies, Bahrain and United Arab Emirates, were at odds since 2017. Saudi Arabia, the Emirates, and Bahrain, as well as Egypt, another regional Arab power, accused Qatar of being too close to Iran, being too close to Turkey, supporting terrorist organizations, including the Lebanese Hezbollah, the Muslim Brotherhood and its Gazan offshoot Hamas, as well as the rebels in Yemen. The Qataris are, on the one hand, having a working relationship with Iran and are a regional maverick within the Gulf Cooperation Council. They are a Sunni country. You know that the Middle East is divided between the Sunni and the Shia within the Muslim world, and also the Salafi sect in Saudi Arabia is often at odds with other schools of Islam. But what's fascinating here is that Qatar is a major ally of the United States, and the US major airbase is located at Qatar. So the United States, under the outgoing Trump administration, was working hard to get its allies in the Middle East together so that they don't fight between themselves, and instead they are providing for regional security. They contribute to the freedom of navigation in the Gulf, and they are standing together against the Iranian regional aspirations and the Iranian nuclear ambitions. Iran, as you know, started its engagement in Lebanon soon after the 1979 Islamic Revolution under Ayatollah Khomeini, and then continued, created Hezbollah in Lebanon. Hezbollah means the party of God, and then expanded its influence into Iraq with the fall of Saddam Hussein. Of course, the US had everything to do with the fall of Saddam Hussein, not thinking that the majority Shia Iraq may become an ally of Shia Iran. Then Iran also supported the Houthi rebels in Yemen against the pro-Saudi forces there, and the tragic and bloody civil war in Yemen is still ongoing, and the Houthis are supported by Iran and by Qatar. So why is it important for the United States, and what were the achievements in the Gulf now? In 2017, the Saudis came to the Qataris and said, we are imposing a blockade on you, air, sea, and land. And Qatar is a small peninsular emirate, and the connections with Saudi Arabia are extremely important. Then they said, you need to stop your connections with Iran and with Turkey, and you need to stop supporting the terrorist organizations. The Qataris did not give much in this current reconciliation agreement. Both sides agreed to tone down their rhetoric in the media. And of course, the Qataris are a media superpower with the Al Jazeera global channel. The Saudis, the Emiratis, and others also have their own broadcasters in Arabic and English, and they agreed to tone down the rhetoric. Good. Then the Qataris agreed to withdraw the lawsuits against Saudi Arabia. That is also good. But the Saudis gave up their trump cards, which are the air, sea, and land blockade. This is encouraging trade in the region, which is good. It also helps Qatar with the World Soccer Champion, and it helps Abu Dhabi with 2021 Expo, the big exhibition in Abu Dhabi. So for the United States, it's a win because the Trump administration actually did something good for the subsequent administration. It tried to put the two allies at a more peaceful setting. We shall see. Qatar also has a relationship with Israel, and Qatar provides aid to Gaza in coordination with the Israeli government. Good thing. Qatar also allowed Israeli sports teams to appear at championships in Qatar, played Israeli anthem. So the trade relationship was there, got interrupted, and then is slowly being built back. What is very important for the US, for the American Gulf allies, the Saudis, the Emiratis, Kuwait, who, by the way, the Kuwaitis were a major mediator in this reconciliation effort. What's important for them is the relationship between Qatar and Iran and Qatar and Turkey. That is a 64 million rial question, how that is going to develop. Because the saying in the Middle East is me against my brother, me and my brother against my cousin, me and my brother and my cousin against the world. The Turks and the Iranians are the ultimate outsiders. And beyond that, China is having a growing global agenda, including in the Middle East. The Chinese put their first international military base, a foreign military base, in Djibouti, right next to the United States military base. The Russians have a naval base in Syria and just signed an agreement with the Sudanese in the Red Sea to try and play the great power game around the Saudi Arabian Peninsula, the Arabian Peninsula, not Saudi Arabian Peninsula. And the Iranians also deploy their naval assets on a regular basis all the way to the Gulf of Aden, off Yemen, and into the Red Sea. So for the Saudis and others in the Gulf, it is very important whether they work together and possibly work to Israel to keep the outsiders at bay, including the Iranians, the Turks, the Chinese, and the Russians. And for the United States, that global game will become very important as the Biden administration is coming in, trying to keep Iran at bay by probably reviving the JCPOA nuclear agreement, and is developing its China policy. So the Qatar, Saudi, Emirati, Bahraini reconciliation agreement is a piece of a much bigger puzzle, of a much bigger game that involves not just the Gulf, but also the Red Sea and eventually the Mediterranean. Not just the regional powers, including Iran and Turkey, but also Russia and China. Geopolitics is a game great powers play, and it is fascinating how the United States managed, with the Kuwaiti support, to put this piece together. A rare achievement for the outgoing Trump administration, a real priority for the incoming Biden administration. Thank you very much for being with us. And please join our YouTube channel and share this video with your friends.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to get more content like this.